Yo, this is.
It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world. And I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I can be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact 2014. Yeah. So he kills
not here.
Yeah, but
exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversations, my bilateral conversations, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president, in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel. We signed ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broke the ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy?
Yeah, you know why he didn't do it? Because Joe Biden was becoming president, because he knew that he could do something inside of your country, you stupid fucking idiot. Holy goddamn shit. My fucking kindergarten son has a higher IQ than fucking Zelensky. I bet he could have saw that shit coming from a fucking mile away. He sees a cognitive declining elderly guy going to become president of the United States. Yeah, of course Putin's probably going to invade Ukraine. And, little history lesson for all y'all, Ukraine is Russia. Why do you think the Ukrainian language in their first language is Russian? Holy fucking shit.
JD, you are speaking about. What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
Yo, JD Vance, shout out, brother. Woo! Dude, I'm so glad we have President Trump and Vice President Vance. The guy's amazing. Also, Marine, he's been in multiple tours. Yo, thank you for serving your country, man. Everybody, anybody that's in the military, gonna serve in the military, has served in the military, anything. Thank you. Thank you so much for serving your country and doing so much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people in your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack?
Yeah, I wonder why he has problems inside of his own military. Because Ukraine is literally a fucking small-sized fucking M&M compared to Russia. I can't even believe for a second that they thought that they would win this or even have a fucking chance. Holy goddamn. And what also blows my mind is there's actually a tremendous amount of American people that believed or even think for a moment that Ukraine can actually survive this. You literally would probably need every fucking country on the entire globe at the moment to fight against Russia, and on top of that, supply Ukraine in order for Ukraine to win. There'd be no way in any way, shape, or form that Ukraine would win over Russia. It's insane. It's astronomically mind-blowing and naive for anybody to think that. It's like putting two fat kids at a table. One fat kid gets a little tiny ass M&M. The other kid gets a whole bag of M&Ms. That one M&M is gonna be gone in the blink of an eye. The bag, I'm sure it'll be gone fast, but it's gonna last a lot longer. AKA the big bag's Russia. AKA the small bag or small M&M is Ukraine. Fucking morons.
The administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean.
Yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? Zelensky not only has the IQ equivalent to a house gnat, he's also the fucking size of a goddamn yard gnome. You're not only do you lack any sense of IQ, you are so fucking small physically, you are incapable of being a leader. I bet your fucking pinky toe is longer than your big toe. I bet you run faster backwards. I bet you walk like a fucking platypus, you small fuck.
And don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless, God bless, God bless, you will not have to worry.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell.
The audacity he has to say that. That is, he should keep his fucking mouth shut this entire fucking time and just be thankful that we've even done anything for him. He should be keeping his goddamn mouth shut and his tail should be between his fucking legs. That would give him much more respect around the globe. Instead he says some dumb shit like that, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you, you big four-headed moron?
Tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very
You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't have. You're playing cards. You're playing cards.
He just said this motherfucker just said he's not playing cards. Motherfucker, what did I just say? Not even 2 minutes ago. It's like putting two fat kids at a table. One fat kid has a bag with a really tiny ass M&M. The other fat kid has the bag with a shit ton of M&Ms in it. Obviously, the small M&M is Ukraine. The bunch of M&Ms in the bag is Russia. Which fat kid's gonna fucking win? Which fat kid's gonna take longer to eat the M&Ms? The one with the more M&Ms in the bag. Holy shit. Not playing cards, you fucking stupid fuck. This is what I fucking hate about Democrats. You guys allow yourselves to literally be collected like fucking Pokemon cards. Or like Digimon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's fucking wild. You guys see a bunch of glitter in the fucking air and you go fucking running right the fuck towards it rather than thinking first before you act. You guys act before you think all the goddamn time.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can
not speaking.
Okay. Yeah, one, he's not speaking loudly. Two, what did JD Vance just say like 20 seconds ago? Have you even said thank you once? This motherfucker has the fucking audacity to say, we will today, we will at the end of today, or something like that. Motherfucker, you should have just shut the fuck up, let JD Vance speak, and be like, you know what? You're right. Thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you. And it would have been done. It would have been done and over with. Instead, you're going to say some dumb shit like you're about to. I guarantee. Oh, man, this motherfucker, dude.
Speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble. Wait a minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
We are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful.
Yeah, because of us, you fucking idiot. I worked for a company called TTM Technologies. I built and designed and engineered fucking missile systems to defend your ass. Javelin circuitry to defend your ass. And you know what? Every fucking time I had to sit at my desk, do math, do a bunch of engineering type shit. For you know how demoralizing that was to me? There's a reason why, well actually, I got fired because of toxic masculinity. Because, one, I'm unvaccinated. Two, because I spoke my mind, whether people liked it or not. And three, as I state all the time, this is a common thing, all the time. The company that I worked at was ran by women. I don't give a fuck if I don't care. Women are not designed to lead. There's a reason why women are smaller than men. There's a reason why women are physically less than men. There's a reason why women think emotionally based on feelings rather than logic and reason like men. There's a reason why women go, well, I feel like, or I think, before like every fucking sentence. There's a reason why women's number one kryptonite is accountability, because they're not designed to lead. And that is okay. Again, it might sound controversial and it might sound bad, but I don't give a fuck how it sounds. It's the fucking truth. And like Jordan Peterson has said, true words are never beautiful. Beautiful words are never true. I care about the country. I care about women. I care about men. And the sooner we recognize each other's differences, neurologically, emotionally, psychologically, physically, everything around the books when it comes to nature in itself, the sooner we can just get over all this shit. Women are not designed to be in leadership roles. They're not. It's never been like that ever in the history of recorded anything for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. There's a reason why women are attracted to men with muscle. There's a reason why women are attracted to men that are taller than them. There's a reason why women are attracted to men that make more money than them, have more status than them, are more intelligent than them, have more merit than them, have more ambition than them, have more competence than them. There's a reason for that. You know why? Because everything I just described is all leadership traits that men have. Men need to stop trying to become women. Women need to stop trying to become men. It's collapsing society. It's destroying society. It's fucking everything up. And my dad always told me this since I was little. And I never really understood it until in the last decade. The arrogance of man is believing that nature is in his control. It'll never be in our control.
I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet.
You haven't been allowed.
In this
We
cabinet.
gave you,
I
for this
said
stupid
thanks.
president, $350 billion. We gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
will
met
do
up
for
brave, but they had to use our military.
What about Vance?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course,
It's
yes.
going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times
Accept
to American
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're
But
wrong.
you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you'd take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting
Of course,
killed.
we want to stop the war, but
You're saying you don't want a
but I said to
ceasefire.
you,
I want a
with
ceasefire
guarantees.
because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter for you
me.
what
That
you
wasn't
want.
with me. That was with a guy named Biden who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama who gave you sheets and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
And he's not wrong there. 1,000% right. Zelensky, like I said before, this entire time talking to Vice President Vance and President Donald Trump, he should have kept his tail between his legs, shut his fucking mouth, didn't say a goddamn word unless it was positive. No arguments, no discussions, no nothing. I'm glad that we finally have a president, again, that has balls, and a vice president that has balls, that actually has common sense built into their brain, that actually stands up for the American people and everybody, literally every human around the globe. I'm sick and tired of society being warped in this way of just, so many people are just so selfish anymore. So many people do degenerative shit online. So many people believe that they have the right to assume other people's intentions based off of how they feel, rather than actually sitting down or even just verbally having a conversation with that said person that they disagree with. And then at the same time, typically, again, this is another continuous, consistent pattern that I've recognized for a decade or more. Most of the time, when it's a Democrat or somebody on the left, no matter if you even tell them, like, oh, those weren't my intentions, they always stop you right there. And they're like, well, I think of this. Well, I think, no, I don't. Oh, Joe, no, you meant this. You don't have the right to dictate what my intentions were behind what I said. You don't. You can think that. You can believe that. You can feel that way. You can assume that and accuse me of that. You're entitled to that opinion. That's perfectly fine. But when somebody's sitting there and telling you, like, listen, those were not my intentions. If you feel that way and thought or think this way, then I apologize. But at the same time, those are not my intentions. Then you have the audacity to say, no, I know that's what you meant to do. No, you don't know, because you have the IQ equivalent to a house gnat. You're naive as fuck. You're ignorant as fuck. And this is why I call Democrats Democratards. This is why I call Democrats immoralcrats, because they're fucking immoral, they're fucking retarded, and they're just extremely naive with anything that's going on in society or anything. It's just wild to me. It's fucking wild to me how blatantly ignorant the majority of them are. And all I want is I hope they get better. And I hope they start understanding that there's nothing wrong with having conversations with people. There's nothing wrong with trying to figure out the truth. And if somebody sits there and tells you that those are not their intentions, whether you believe them or not, That's on you. If you decide to not believe them, then that's perfectly fine. But it's just funny how people like me, conservative on the right, I grew up a Democrat. My family has voted Democrat all the way up until 2016. And look what's happening like Epstein files, RFK files, everything, or JFK files, Martin Luther King files. Like, they're just fucking immoral. They're just fucking immoral. And if you can't recognize not only your own hypocrisy, but if you can't recognize when you're being immoral and diabolical to your own species, regardless of color, because I don't give a fuck what your skin color is. I care about what's on the inside, not on the outside. Just like the saying goes that I grew up with, don't judge a book by its cover. I don't give a shit. If you're a good person, if you have integrity, if you have proper ethics and proper morals, you're a good person. It's that simple. I don't give a shit what skin color you are. It doesn't define who you are. There's plenty of terrible white people. There's plenty of terrible Chinese people. There's plenty of terrible black people. There's plenty of terrible Mexicans. There's plenty of terrible Koreans. Like, there's plenty of terrible British people. It's just insane that people actually think that judging anybody by the color of their skin is even remotely justifiable. It's wild. It's low IQ. It's naive. It's just blatant fucking ignorance. And I'm going to say it. It's going to sound controversial. It's racist as fuck. We all bleed red. We all cry salt. I've been saying this shit since high school. And I wish I would have started a podcast or anything like a decade or like 15 years ago. Because everything I'm seeing on YouTube, like Myron Gaines or Fresh and Fit or like the Whatever podcast and Access Hollywood, Benny Johnson, Cartier Family, Liberal Hive Mind, Value Entertainment, Pearl, even Destiny. There's a lot that I don't agree with Destiny on, but at the same time, he's not stupid. He's a very intelligent guy. And I used to play video games with him, and he just went off the rails when he started dating that prostitute. Went off the rails. And then I haven't spoke to him ever since then. Sneeko, you got so many, and shout out to everyone I just named. Like, I wish I would have started something like this 15 years ago, because it's just so frustrating me, because I've wanted to do that for 15 plus years. But I never acted on it because I didn't think it was going to, honestly, I really didn't think it was going to go anywhere. But I regret that decision. It was stupid of me to not do anything about it, but it is what it is. I'm paying the price for it now. I'm seeing everybody, like all of them, Fresh and Fit, Myron, everybody, Whatever podcast, saying things and making valid points that I've been talking about since high school. I graduated high school in 2009. I've been saying this type of shit since like 2004, 2005, 2006. But yeah, Zelensky, should have just kept your fucking tail between your legs, shut the fuck up, and just say thank you. It's that goddamn simple. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even have a fucking simple leg to stand on at all. You wouldn't even be in the position you are at all. You wouldn't even be sitting at that chair you are in the Oval Office if it wasn't for us.